A few months ago, a Norwegian inspection company tried something. They opened an AI coding tool and started building a piece of their own internal system. No developer in the room, no specification, just the team and an AI. And here is the surprising part, it worked! They got something running, not perfect, but real. Then they contacted us. They wanted to be sure if it's a safe path to follow or if they missed something. The whole business will rely on the software, which was a black box for them. My name is Piotr, and in the next few minutes I want to show you what we actually found during our Discover workshop together. Because the answer is not what most people on the internet are telling you. If you spend any time on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube right now, you will see people creating apps in an afternoon, claiming they built a startup worth millions while they were waiting for their coffee. Some of that is real. A lot of it is just theater or a matter of luck. Let me be clear about my position. The power of AI today is genuine. With tools like Claude Code or any other app-generating platforms, you can prototype something useful in a day. Typing is not longer the bottleneck, and that is a real change. However, AI does not help you properly launch your application. It does not help you keep paying customers happy. And most importantly, it does not tell you whether you are building the right thing in the first place. Probably you keep hearing you are a genius, that's a brilliant idea, etc. If you focus only on output, what is in front of your eyes, you can move incredibly fast, but in the wrong direction. And going the wrong way is just an expensive way to be wrong. Standing is a better choice than going in the wrong direction. Let me share how I think about this. In our industry, there are two ways to look at building software regardless of the AI era. One we call the project model, the other one we call the product model. The project model focuses on feature, roadmaps and deadlines. Before AI, the bottleneck was how fast developer could type. Today, that bottleneck is gone. So if you optimize only for project speed, you will deliver features faster than ever. But that doesn't necessarily mean you deliver the right features. Whether they actually solve the problem is a separate discussion. The product model, on the other hand, focuses on the problem itself. There we ask what business problems are we solving, for whom, and how do we know we got it right. Developers were never the most expensive part of building software. The most expensive part was always the lack of clarity about the problem. That was true before AI. It's even more true now because AI lets you produce the wrong thing 5, 10, even 100 times faster. But back to the inspection company. They are a Norwegian company with tens of employees. Real business, real revenue, real customers. Their inspectors visit properties, take notes, take photos, and write reports. Standard work. The problem they came up to us with sounded simple. They said, we need an app for property inspection. But when we sat down and walked through their actual day, their team was entering the same information into several different systems. Their inspectors were keeping notes in their heads and writing them up days later back at the office. Cases were sitting untouched for 2 to 4 weeks, and clients had to call call in to find out where the case was because nothing was automated. Reports were written by hand in words, with images dragged in one by one. So, instead of drilling into app specification, we ask about the real daily problems and pains. We haven't talked about technology. We talked about the processes. If the processes are set up correctly and the foundation is in place, you can leverage technology, including AI, to outpace your competitors. That is the moment discovery exists for. Not to slow you down, but to find out what you are actually buying when you start a project. They didn't need a better CRM or an app. They needed someone to look at 5 disconnected systems and workflows that live in people's heads and design a way out of it. And here is the part I want you to hear clearly. They had already tried generating the app themselves. They had built a small prototype on their own, and it worked. It proved that the business can use AI tools, but after the prototype, they had more questions, not fewer. Where does this fit into our other systems? What about data security and privacy? Will the inspectors actually use this in the field? In what order should we build the software? Who owns it when it breaks? Prototyping gave them speed. It didn't give them direction. This is what we recommend now, and it applies regardless of company size. Step 1, get clear on the problem. At Rocksoft, we call this a discovery workshop. It's a paid, short, and not optional service if you are serious about your future product. We look at the people, the workflows, the systems. We test whether the thing you think you want is actually the thing you need. We check 3 things. Is it desirable, feasible, and viable? Most projects die because one of those 3 was never checked. Step 2, wipe code a prototype with intent. This is where AI tools become genuinely powerful. Once you know what you are solving, you can build a working version in days, not months. But not to launch, to learn. You put it in front of real people. You discover what you got wrong, you revise. Without AI, the loop used to take months. Today it takes a week. That is the actual revolution. Step 3, build the real thing. When the prototype has earned its place, when you have evidence it solves the problem, that is when you invest in the version your business will run on. The version that has to be stable, secure, maintainable, and owned. AI helps here too, but the standards are higher. What we offered the inspection company was a choice. And this is the same choice we offer most clients at this stage. Option 1, let us guide you. You keep your hands on the prototype. We bring the experience, the discipline, the questions you would not think to ask. You learn how to think about your product, not just how to type prompts. Option 2, hand it over to us. We run the full path from discovery to prototype to production. You stay close, you make the decision, but we own the build. There is no third options where you just point an AI at your business and to walk away with finished product. I haven't not seen that work yet. Not at the scale where a real company depends on the result. If there is one thing you would like to take away from this video, I would tell you this. If you are a founder, your business has moved beyond the experiment stage, and you are looking at AI tools, wondering whether you can just build the thing yourself this weekend, I want you to ask yourself those questions first. Am I sure I am building the right thing? And do I know what I really need? That's fair questions. What you need is not always what you think you need. But if you are clear about it, then go. Use the tools. Move fast. You have my full encouragement. But if the honest answer is no, not really, I'm guessing, then please do not start with the prototype. Start with the conversation instead. Half a day of discovery has saved more projects than any method and tool I know. If you want to have that conversation with us, the link is in the description below. We run paid discovery workshops with founders either on site or remotely. Half a day, a clear diagnosis, no obligation to continue with us afterwards. We would rather you find the right answer than the easy one. And you will get a tangible report with our recommendation for the next steps. If this was useful, leave me a comment with the questions your business is struggling with right now. And if you want more content like this, with the real case studies, the subscribe button is at the usual place. Thank you for watching and see you next time.